Hey guys, remember in the last video where I couldn't complete the challenge with that boss? This time, I seem to have found a standalone mod for it, and it comes with a huge surprise. Here's the deal. In the last video, I introduced a mod called Final Adversaries, but there was a boss in it that seemed to require some sort of prerequisite task to unlock for a challenge, which unfortunately I didn't complete. However, this time I found a standalone branch of that mod, and we can challenge this boss inside this massive castle. Let's dive in and see what this boss has in store for us. If I'm not mistaken, this castle seems to be a direct reference to Lothric Castle from Dark Souls. As someone who has beaten Dark Souls 3, every corner of this castle holds a memory of my demise, so I'm pretty familiar with its layout. Look, here's an elevator. Let's take it up and see. As the elevator takes us to the top of the castle, yes, I'm now certain this is indeed Lothric Castle. The structure right before the grand doors where Prince Lothric would be encountered looks exactly the same. Only, this time, it seems there are a few less of those Silver Knights guarding the entrance. The twin princes of Lothric are one of the last Lords of Cinder in the storyline of Dark Souls 3. The twin brothers, with the younger Prince Lothric, were born with the cursed fate of being used as kindling to prolong the Age of Fire, intended as a sacrifice for the linking of the fire. Prince Lothric was never truly treated as a prince, but was born for the purpose of sacrifice. His brother, Prince Lorien, once celebrated as a hero for his demon-slaying prowess, chose to share his brother's curse at great cost to himself. Lorien sacrificed his ability to speak, see, and walk in order to share the burden of the curse and protect his younger brother. This heroic and tragic figure binds his fate to his brother, embodying the theme of sacrifice that pervades the lore of Dark Souls. As the battle begins, this boss indeed utilizes all of Lorien's abilities, from the signature sweeping attacks to the magical circles that substitute for his legs to teleport around the arena, effectively recreating the battle scenes from Dark Souls 3. If we manage to reduce his health to half, he forcibly enters the second phase. During this phase, light radiates from his body, repelling us and preventing our approach as he charges up. Once the energy is fully charged, he enters his Cinder mode. In Cinder mode, just like the low health bosses in Dark Souls 3, the difficulty of the fight significantly increases. His attacks become more frequent and aggressive. Let's take a moment to quietly appreciate the complexity and beauty of his moveset. In the end, if you defeat him, you will obtain his cinders, which allow you to challenge him again. Whether or not you are a fan of Dark Souls, the quality of this mod is sufficient to make it a worthy addition to any RPG mod pack. Anyway, don't miss out on it, and, long may the sun shine. The true horror of Cthulhu lies not just in its appearance, but in its incomprehensibly alien existence that warps human perception and reality itself. Okay guys, it looks like I've stumbled upon a classic Cthulhu mod. Notice this magic crystal in my hand? By right-clicking it, we can open a portal to the world of Cthulhu. Alright, let's dive in. Oh, we've arrived, and it looks like we're in a world covered in snow. The vegetation here seems much more lush and taller than in the overworld. Let's wander around and see what we can find. It appears we've stepped into a world that blends Cthulhu mythos with Christmas elements. We can even find candy canes and gingerbread houses around here, with quite a few Santas lingering nearby. Let's go in for a closer look. Wow, just as I thought, their expressions don't look too friendly. And there's even a Santa sitting on top of a cannon. Let's move on quickly. Ahoy, there's another house ahead. This one seems to be home to some gingerbread people wielding candy canes. Let's keep exploring. All right, guys, let's head back to the overworld. There are just too many entities in this Cthulhu dimension, and my potato computer seems to be struggling with the load. Next, let's take a look at how many interesting creatures this mod has added. Oh, a giant purple golem. The mithril golem seems to shoot purple magic crystals along the ground, but its massive size doesn't make it too tough a challenge. All right, we've safely defeated it. Oh, next up, we've encountered a swarm of purple Cthulhu minions. Some look like squids, others like hermit crabs, and there are even some, what are those? Hands with eyes? But they all have one thing in common. They drop delicious tentacles. Don't forget to enjoy this delicacy after you finish them off. For an intruder. Oh, it appears to be an alien worm rooted in the ground? Let's get closer and try. Oh no, it seems to spray us with corrosive liquid. Luckily, it can't move, so let's just pull it up from its roots. Hey guys, it looks like the rabbits up ahead are not to be messed with. Can you believe it? Rabbits wielding axes in the snowy fields. It must be Santa's idea of a joke. Just as I thought. They do attack us, and they only drop some carrots. I better not provoke them too much. It's not just the rabbits. The snowmen up ahead seem to have mutated too. Look at this. When defeated, it splits its body parts and they come rolling towards us. Let's break them down one by one. Okay, now only its head is left. And the head is still stubbornly spitting magical projectiles at us, definitely tougher than the regular snow golems. And what's this? A boar? Ahaha, we've got to be careful while wandering in the snowy fields. Their sudden charges can pose a big threat. Look at those solid tusks, the strong knockback ability, and that burly body. For someone as timid as me, let's just run away quickly. Oh, we found this year's Christmas tree, and it looks like it's also been cursed by the evil Santa's magic. Just as I suspected, it summons roots from the ground and calls upon tiny trained minions. It seems Santa is really upping his prank game this year. And we finally found Santa himself, and he's actually sitting on top of a cannon. Hey guys, run, this year's Christmas gift is a cannon barrage. Don't get anywhere near Santa. A shout from Lulu amidst the cannon. Well, this guy is also piloting a mech. Look at his machine, it's practically a mobile gallows. I'm not sure which steampunk era it's from, but it looks like this Christmas is exceptionally lively. Even the donuts have come to life, and it seems like they're moving towards us, maybe offering a tasty treat. No, they seem to be attacking me. Looks like they want to eat me instead. I guess I'll just go buy some from the store instead. There seems to be a moving castle ahead. Oh, it turns out to be a huge house with chicken legs. Watch as this giant also tries to stomp on us with its legs. Looks like moving in is out of the question. Even the Christmas reindeer look unusually large. Look at those fierce faces. I think even if you threw one into hell, it would still come out on top, in terms of sheer terror. Finally, we've arrived at our ultimate boss segment. Let's welcome the mighty Cthulhu, the conqueror of worlds, to make a grand entrance. A massive and terrifying creature, it boasts an octopus-like head, a body covered in tumors, and huge draconic wings. Though considered to be sleeping, its presence still profoundly impacts the human psyche. The power of its dreams can induce fervor and worship, which might explain why the creatures have mutated. Okay, let's get serious. This mod might not be in its complete version yet, as the most powerful Cthulhu, from my testing, seems to lack AI, so we can only appreciate its presence for now. Nonetheless, the textures and models of the creatures in this mod are absolutely fantastic. If you're looking to add an extra element to this year's Christmas holiday, this mod is definitely worth a try. Wishing everyone a Happy New Year. Born in Chaos has indeed brought us some New Year cheer with its latest update. It looks like the zombies and skeletons are joining in the New Year celebrations too. They seem to be donning creepy snowman heads and wielding candy swords. You see, their varieties are quite diverse. Some even have creepy nutcracker heads and hold nut hammers in their hands. Let's get a bit closer to them and see what happens. Oh, I've been frozen. It looks like the candy sword also has a freezing effect. I wonder if mobs killed with it can be preserved because of the frost. And let me guess the effect of the nut hammer. Yup, it seems like it knocked my helmet right off. Guys, if you don't want to experience a real-life whack-a-mole game with the undead, remember to keep your distance from them during the holiday season. Legend has it that during the festive season, a mysterious creature emerges to punish those who've been cruel to innocent animals and villagers. If we accumulate enough sin points by bullying them, this creature will appear. Listen, did you hear that? Oh, it turns out to be two Krampus henchmen. They've tracked us down, following the trail of our accumulated evil points. Krampus henchmen seem to have abilities similar to the nut hammer. They can snatch the items we're holding right from our hands. It looks like we need to secure our possessions well, or try to stay as far away as possible from Krampus henchmen. Indeed, their way of punishing the naughty is by plundering. Let's accumulate some more sin points then. Sorry, sniffers. Oh, I think I hear a different noise now. Indeed. Krampus himself has finally shown up, looking like a stalker who has stolen Santa's outfit, charging at us with glowing red, fierce eyes in a fury. He indeed calls upon his minions again. Don't get close to him. It seems that when his health is low, he also summons a blizzard that swirls around him. We might have to try taking him down from a distance to stay safe. Let's see what interesting loot he drops. It looks like we can craft the Stormcaller's horn from his horns. This appears to be a special horn that allows us to summon Krampus's blizzard, which gradually slows down nearby targets, increasingly slowing them and dealing frost damage over time. The frostbitten blade and icy sweetness seem to be a pair of blades capable of freezing targets, applying the bone-chilling effect to them. For each repeated strike on the target, the effect will be strengthened. Remember to stack the effect multiple times to maximize its potential. For those who haven't updated yet, be sure to download this latest version. Happy holidays, everyone! Alright guys, let's turn our gaze to the sky. See that? It looks like a new arena has appeared up above. Yes, Demi's Sky Arena in the latest update brings us an ice arena. It appears bigger than previous arenas, and we can find it high above the snowy fields. Let's step inside and see what happens. Oh, now the arena's difficulty level has reached level 10. It looks like we can take on higher challenges. As the difficulty level increases, the number of monsters lurking inside the arena seems to have significantly risen too. Let's defeat this wave of monsters and see what happens. This is a trophy. It seems to grant us some buffs. Indeed, now the arena rewards us with these morale-boosting items as we unlock higher difficulty levels. We can use their power to push towards even greater challenges. However, from my testing, once the difficulty reaches level 7, the number of monsters starts to rise exponentially. It seems to be growing faster than my channel's subscribers. A little tip from Caring Lulu here. Dig out your best weapons from that long-neglected arsenal. Otherwise, you might find yourself overwhelmed and harassed by a swarm of monsters. Anyway, best of luck to all warriors taking on this challenge. Guys, look, there seems to be a creature compendium on the ground. Let's open it up and see what's written inside. It appears the creature compendium introduces us to 3 different creatures. Let's follow this guide to precisely track them down. Great, we've arrived in the snowy region. It looks like the Molaman is a type of wild man who lives in cold areas. According to the guide, they are friendly mobs and offer a helping hand to people trapped in powdered snow. Oh, indeed. You see, they really dug me out of the snow. What friendly fellows. The guide also mentions that they accept trades, so let's throw them some beetroots and see. It seems like they're trying to dig some items out of the snow blocks to trade with us. The value isn't high, but it's better than nothing. Look, that big fellow up ahead must be their leader. What if we feed him a golden beetroot? Will he give us? Indeed, he gave back something better. but this big guy looks pretty strong. What if we attack him? As expected, he seems to have picked up a snowball to throw at us. All right, let's move on to the next location. Well, we've arrived in the dark forest, and this fellow in front of us doesn't look too friendly. According to the guide, it's called the Unseen Grasp, a monster with a mask of phantom tentacles. As expected, it extends its long arms to attack us. Look, this creature can lift us up and then slam us down hard. It also wraps itself with extra tentacles to prevent our attacks, and even it has teleportation and cloning abilities. When attacked, the Unseen Grasp has a chance to teleport away and split into clones, summoning more tentacles. I think this guy would fit right in with the Thulu family without any issues. All right, we've defeated it. Let's see what it's left behind for us. It looks like a mask. Let's put it on and hope it doesn't come with any curses. This mask seems to grant us the ability to use the Unseen Grasp's tentacle powers. Look, every time we attack or get attacked, the mask summons 2 tentacles from the Unseen Grasp to assist us by automatically attacking our foes, though not as many as the Unseen Grasp itself. 2 are still quite useful. Having an invisible partner always silently guarding you does make things feel a lot safer, doesn't it? All right, the last creature requires us to open a portal to the Nether and head to the Bastion remnants. Here we are, but it seems it's asleep. The guide says that pouring some lava on it should awaken this ancient slumbering soul. Oh, indeed, it woke up. Due to its age, the awakened netherite forge seems to be malfunctioning. It appears to be attempting to attack us. This mechanical monster uses its arms to smash the ground, continuously launching us into the air, and even employs a self-destruct system to cause significant explosion damage to the unlucky ones around it. This is quite a challenging encounter. Since it's a mechanical monster, let's use some military tactics. Well, look, as long as we maintain a safe distance, it can't do much to us. After being hit by a series of bullets, it seems to have fallen back into a slumber. The guide suggests that to repurpose it, we need to implant some netherite scrap, so let's give that a try. Indeed, it has come back to life. Now we can right-click to enter its body and pilot it. Staying inside the netherite forge keeps us relatively safe. We can also switch between its 3 attack modes: tracking missiles, ground smash, and, well, that massive explosion that just sent us back to the respawn point. As long as we can master its controls, we'll dominate the battlefield. In conclusion, the quality of these 3 monsters, from their models to mechanisms and animations, is very impressive. If you're looking to add some high-quality creatures to your mod pack, these would definitely be worth a try. I seem to have found some quite unique frogs. Let's see what behaviors they exhibit. First up is the Yeller. These guys seem to like waving their arms around and making strange noises when they're bored. If we hit one, it looks like it will call all its friends to attack us. Indeed, having more friends means more options for help. Next up, wow, this frog looks bigger than me. The Shout is a larger version of the Yeller. They also seem to spit slime at me, so let's try defeating them. So, is this a TNT? They explode massively upon death, or should we call them frog bombs? Look, there are some frog flies flying above. Finally, a safe frog. It seems we can capture them with a bucket. They actually look pretty cute. I wish the dog that attacked me at my friend's house was as gentle as these. All right, in summary, if you want to make your swamp look more lively, you might want to try out this nice little mod. But be careful with the first 2 explosive types. Safety tip from Lulu.